Dawn slowly seeps through the dense forest canopy, a gentle awakening for the woods below. The first rays of light begin their descent, painting the leaves with a soft, ethereal glow. The light transforms the landscape, turning the muted grays of night into vibrant golds. The forest floor, still damp from the night's dew, reflects the light, creating a shimmering effect. The profound silence of night gradually fades, giving way to the subtle sounds of a world stirring to life. The deep stillness that held the forest captive begins to dissipate. As the first birds call out, their individual songs intertwine, building a complex and beautiful chorus that welcomes the day. Each trill and chirp adds to the symphony of the awakening forest. The air, crisp and cool, hums with life, a palpable energy that vibrates through every leaf and branch. The forest is filled with anticipation. The air is richly scented by damp earth, the fragrance of decaying leaves, and the delicate perfume of closing flowers, their petals still holding the night's moisture. Deep within a dense thicket, a doe stirs from her slumber, her senses slowly returning to the world around her. She lifts her head with a graceful movement and swivels her large ears, straining to catch every subtle sound carried on the morning breeze. She listens intently, alert to every rustle of leaves and every snap of a twig, her senses heightened, searching for any sign of danger. Her survival, and the survival of her offspring, is entirely dependent on her vigilance, on her ability to detect the slightest threat. Only when she's absolutely sure that the surrounding area is safe and secure does she slowly rise to her feet, her muscles stretching after a night of rest. She moves with a silent grace, her hooves barely disturbing the fallen leaves as she navigates the undergrowth. Her reddish-brown coat, still damp with dew, glows warmly in the soft morning light, reflecting the golden hues of the rising sun. With a final, cautious glance around, she steps confidently from the protective cover of the thicket. From the depths of the shadows, her fawn hesitantly emerges, its large eyes wide with curiosity and a touch of apprehension. Its delicate spotted coat blends almost perfectly with the dappled light and shadows of the forest floor, providing crucial camouflage. Beams of sunlight stream down through the towering trees, piercing the canopy and creating shafts of light that dance across the forest floor. The sunbeams illuminate countless dust motes suspended in the air and highlight the intricate beauty of dew-beaded spiderwebs glistening like tiny jewels. The doe and her fawn stand together at the forest's edge, a liminal space between the safety of the woods and the vulnerability of the open meadow. They carefully survey the open, sunlit meadow, its grasses sparkling with dew, a tempting invitation and a potential danger. For them, the meadow represents both a bountiful dining room, filled with nutritious grasses, and a place of significant risk, exposed to potential predators. Every step they take into the open is a careful calculation, a constant balancing act between the gnawing pangs of hunger and the ever-present need for safety. The world around them is painted in vibrant shades of green and brown, a rich tapestry of life woven together by nature's hand. The forest is now fully alive and awake, teeming with activity as creatures great and small begin their daily routines. The fawn instinctively stays close to its mother, never straying far from her protective presence. It is constantly watching its mother, learning the subtle cues and behaviors that are essential for survival in this wild and unpredictable world. Together, they cautiously step into the new day, ready to face whatever challenges and opportunities it may bring. They stand alert and ready, their senses heightened, prepared to react to any potential threat that may arise. The forest is now fully awake, bustling with life and energy, a vibrant ecosystem in full swing. The bright morning light bathes the woods in a warm glow, signaling that the day has truly begun. In this serene moment, the wild world breathes in the promise of a new morning, a fresh start filled with endless possibilities. As the first light kisses the meadow, a new day begins for a mother and her fawn. The doe, ever watchful, leads her fawn into the open, sun-drenched space, every sense alert. She is constantly assessing their surroundings, ensuring their safety in this vulnerable environment. Grazing is never mindless, it's a calculated risk. Each bite is taken with caution, a brief moment of vulnerability in a world of potential threats. Ears and eyes scanning for danger, constantly vigilant against any sign of predators lurking nearby. The forest is full of hidden dangers. The fawn mimics its mother, learning by observation and instinct. It's learning to test the air, to discern scents, and choose the best plants, a crucial skill for its future survival. Its diet is mostly milk, rich and nourishing. But these lessons in foraging and awareness are vital, laying the foundation for its future independence and survival in the wild. The doe browses a variety of plants, a testament to her knowledge of the landscape. Clover, rose leaves, maple buds, each offering essential nutrients. Her knowledge of the forest's pantry is vast, a living map of edible and beneficial plants. She even finds a patch of mushrooms, hidden treasures on the forest floor. A rare treat, a welcome addition to their diet. Their meal is diverse, carefully selected to provide a balanced intake, providing all the nutrients they need to thrive in this challenging environment. The doe nudges her fawn gently, a silent communication passing between them, reminding it to stay close, to pay attention, and to remain alert to the ever-present dangers. They never linger in one spot for too long, a crucial tactic for survival. Always moving, always cautious, to avoid drawing unwanted attention from predators. This gentle roaming, this constant movement, is a key survival strategy passed down through generations, making them harder targets for predators who rely on predictability and routine. The fawn learns to move quietly through the undergrowth, its small hooves barely disturbing the leaves. To eat and watch at the same time, a multitasking skill essential for survival. After a while, their bellies full and their senses sharpened, the doe leads her fawn back to the forest's edge, seeking the shelter of the trees. Their morning is a quiet journey through a world of constant risk and reward, a dance between nourishment and caution, a delicate balance that defines their existence. Every step, every bite, a testament to their resilience, is a lesson in survival etched into their very being. The day's rhythm is set, a pattern of survival. Move, eat, move again, a constant cycle of foraging and vigilance. The forest watches, a silent observer of their daily struggles and triumphs. And the deer endure, adapting and surviving in the face of constant adversity. As the sun climbs, the doe leads her fawn to a secluded, sun-dappled meadow. Here, other does and fawns gather, a nursery, safe and communal. Fawns, energized by breakfast, play among the tall grass, their spots flickering in the light. Games of chase and leaps build strength and coordination essential for escaping danger. Play as learning, agility, balance, and speed are honed with every joyful bound. The mothers watch, intervening only when play gets too rough. While some graze, others stand guard, always alert. This shared vigilance keeps the group safe. The nursery meadow is a sanctuary for growth and learning. Here, trust and cooperation flourish. The fawns grow stronger, their skills sharpened by play and observation. In this hidden glade, the next generation learns the ways of the wild. The midday sun shines on a community bound by care and caution. Fawn games are more than fun, they're survival lessons. Follow the leader teaches them to trust and follow in times of danger. Practicing alarm signals freezing, tails raised conditions them to respond instantly to threats. Mothers join in snapping twigs or leading short excursions to teach alertness and hiding. Every game, every pause is a lesson in using senses and reading the forest. Through play, the fawns gain the skills they'll need to survive. The wild is their classroom, and every moment is a lesson. The afternoon sunlight paints long shadows across the forest floor. A peaceful scene unfolds as the day begins to wane. The forest seems to breathe, a symphony of quiet rustles and gentle breezes. Suddenly, a blue jay's harsh cry slices through the peace, a jarring note in the tranquil afternoon. Its call is sharp, insistent, a clear warning echoing through the trees. Instantly, every deer freezes, a tableau of alertness etched against the fading light. Fawns mid-leap, their playful energy suspended in a moment of instinctive fear. Does with heads raised, ears swiveling like radar dishes, trying to pinpoint the source of the alarm. They are the protectors, the guardians of their young. The forest holds its breath. Danger is near, a palpable presence felt but not yet seen. The air crackles with unspoken threat. The lead doe steps forward, her movements cautious and deliberate, a leader taking charge in a moment of crisis. Sampling the air, testing the wind for any unfamiliar scent, eyes scanning the undergrowth for any sign of movement. The fawns press close, trembling against their mother's flanks, seeking comfort and reassurance in the face of the unknown. Mirroring their mother's tension, their small bodies vibrating with fear. The only sounds are the jay's alarm, a persistent reminder of the lurking danger, and a squirrel's frantic chatter, adding to the chorus of warning. The deer trust these warnings, even if they see no threat, for the forest speaks in many voices, and they understand its language. Somewhere, a predator moves unseen, hidden within the dense undergrowth, its presence a silent menace. Time stretches as the herd waits, every sense on edge, every muscle coiled and ready to spring. To flee blindly could be fatal. Patience is their shield, their strategy for survival in this dangerous world. Gradually the alarms fade, the frantic calls subside, and the tension eases like a slowly unwinding spring. The lead doe lowers her head to graze but remains alert, her ears still twitching, ever vigilant. The danger has passed, for now, but the memory of it lingers in the air. The herd relaxes, the fawns resume their play, their innocent joy a stark contrast to the recent tension. In the forest, survival is a silent drama, a constant negotiation between predator and prey, played out in stillness and vigilance, a delicate balance maintained by instinct and awareness. Awareness is their greatest defense, their key to survival in this wild and unforgiving world. As the day cools, the deer retreat to the shade. They settle on mossy beds, chewing their cud in quiet safety. Ruminants they digest in stages, eating quickly, then processing food at rest. Even in repose, their ears remain alert. Fawns curl beside their mothers, nearly invisible in the undergrowth. Grooming strengthens bonds and removes scents that might attract predators. The forest hums with insects and distant birds, a peaceful backdrop. This is a time of restoration, a pause before evening. The deer rest, gathering strength for the night ahead. In the hush of afternoon, the forest breathes with them. As twilight falls, the deer rise and move toward water. The lead doe guides the way, every step cautious in the dusk. At the stream, they pause, listening and watching before approaching. The water reflects the fading sky as the doe drinks, her fawn following suit. One by one, the herd drinks, sharing a moment of vulnerability. They do not linger. Dusk is a dangerous hour. After drinking, they graze briefly in the dim meadow, shadows among the grass. The air cools, stars appear, and the day winds down. Their cycle of caution and grace continues into the night. The forest settles, and the deer fade into the growing darkness. Each day survived is a quiet triumph. Night approaches, and the wild world shifts once more. Night descends slowly, the forest bathed in moonlight and shadow. The deer find hidden beds, sheltered and safe. The doe dozes lightly, always alert, while her fawn sleeps deeply at her side. Camouflage and caution keep them safe through the night. Other creatures stir, but the deer remains still, part of the sleeping landscape. Their survival depends on blending into the darkness until dawn. The day ends as it began, in quiet resilience and harmony with the wild. Under the moon's watchful eye, the deer rest, ready for another day.